And we are live. Good day, good evening, good night, good morning. Wherever you are in this beautiful world, I greet you. My name is Joel Bennett. Welcome to the show called One Step. This part of the show is called One Steps News. How are you doing today, wherever you are in the world? I hope it's not bad. Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday, November the 19th, 2023. Man, the year is going by. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope your Sunday is well. How are you? Where are you hailing from? Give me a shout out in the comment section. Tell me what time it is. I want to know. I am hailing from the beautiful country called Canada. So I'm a Jamaican in Canada. I'm a Jacadian. What is going on in Jamaica and the rest of the world? My name is Joel Bennett. Welcome to my show. Welcome to my news briefing. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So picking up from where we left off the last time on the story of Sean Diddy Combs. And I'm guessing something has come to a settlement. Sean Diddy Combs and the singer Cassie settle lawsuit alleging abuse. There you go. There you go. Before I rant, let me just read what the report is. Let me just get the facts before I start to make some noise. Let me get the facts. Lawsuit by singer Cassie containing allegations of beatings, and abuse by music producer Sean Diddy Combs has been settled. The artist announced Friday, one day after the lawsuit was filed. The settlement was announced in a statement sent by attorney Douglas Wigdor, who represents Cassie, whose full name is Cassandra Ventura. The statement said that they reached a deal to their mutual satisfaction Friday evening, but no terms of the agreement were disclosed and no further statements would be issued beyond those made by Ventura. Combs and Wigdor is the email distributed in the email distributed by the lawyer. In her statement, Ventura said, "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support." Combs said, "We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love." Ben Braffman, an attorney for Combs, did not immediately respond to message seeking comment. On Thursday, said in a statement that Combs vehemently denies the allegations. The lawsuit alleged Combs brought the singer into his ostentatious, fast-paced, and drug-fueled lifestyle soon after she met him and signed to his label in 2005 when she was 19 and he was 37. Ventura, now 37, said Combs, now 54, began a pattern of abuse as soon as their on and off relationship began in 2007. The lawsuit alleged that, prone to uncontrollable rage, Combs subjected Ventura to savage beatings in which he punched, kicked, and stomped her. It alleges he plied her with drugs and forced her to have sex with him with other men while he masturbated and filmed them. According to the lawsuit, as Ventura was trying to end the relationship in 2018, Combs forced her into her Los Angeles home and raped her. Let me just make sure that my screen is big enough here so you guys can have a better view of what I am reading from. There you go. Much better. Much better. Let's continue. Combs is among the most influential hip-hop producer and executives of the past 3 years or 3 decades. The founder of Bad Boys Records and a 3-time Grammy winner. He has worked with a slew of top-tier artists, including Notorious B.I.G., Mary J. Blige, Usher, Lil' Kim, Faith Evans, and the group called 112. This year, he released his 5th studio album, the Love album, Off the Grid, which earned 2 Grammy nominations this month. It was his first studio album in 17 years. The bad boy of entertainment is getting the key to the city from the bad boy of politics, Mayor Eric Adams said in September as he presented a giant key to Combs in Times Square. Combs was born in New York City and raised in nearby Mount Vernon. Ventura gained fame with the Ryan Leslie produced hit single Me and You, which rose to number 1 on the Billboard Hot R&B Hip Hop song chart in 2006. It was her only studio album. As an actor, she was in several projects, including Fox's Empire, Set Up to the Streets, and Spencer Confidential. Braffman's statement on Thursday said Ventura had for the past 6 months persistently demanded $30 million while threatening to write a damaging book about her relationship with Combs. And I'm sure that's going to be buried now. The lawyer said the demands were rejected as blatant blackmail. Ventura withdrew the initial threat before filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday, Braffman said. Wigdor responded Thursday in a statement saying Combs had offered her 8 figures to silence her and prevent the lawsuit from being filed. She rejected his effort and decided to give a voice to all women who suffers in silence, Wigdor said. But I bet that the money now, the $30 million now, those women are on their own, right? Wigdor praised his client in a statement included in his email announcing the settlement on Friday. I am very proud of Miss Ventura for having the strength to go public with her lawsuit. She ought to be commended for doing so. But I mean, she's paid off now. So what about those other women? What about those other women that are suffering in silence that you would have helped with your case? Money, I tell you. Money, I tell you. Anyway, moving right along. The world and people is what it is. The world and people is what it is. The saying goes, money talks. Money runs and rules the world. Likewise, it does with people. I will leave it there. Let's get into some international news. How are you doing today? Where are you hailing from? My name is Joel Bennett. Welcome to my news report, my news corner. It is called One Steps News. If you want to dig into a little bit more about One Step, you can find a number of amazing interviews I've done with fantastic individuals about their journey. You can find me on YouTube as One Step _ Joel Bennett. Let's get into this. Hundreds feared trap in Ukraine's theater hit by airstrike. I wonder how old this news is. But let's read into it. Ukraine authorities struggled to determine the fate of hundreds of civilians who had been sheltered in a theater smashed by Russia's airstrike in the besieged city of Mariupol. As officials said, Russian artillery destroyed more civilian building in another frontline city. Survive the Mariupol theater strike. A photo released by Mariupol City Council showed an entire section of the large 3-story theater had collapsed after the strike Wednesday evening. Several hundred people had taken refuge in the building's basement, seeking safety amidst Russia's 3 weeks strangulating siege of the strategic Azov seaport city. At least as recently as Monday, the pavement in front of and behind the one elongated theater was marked with huge white letters spelling out children in Russia. According to images released by Maxar Space Technology Company, rubble had buried the entrance of the shelter inside the theater, and the number of casualties was unclear. Pavlo Karlenko, head of the Donetsk Regional Administration, said on Telegram. Let's see the video here. There's probably more details here that my poor reading skills of the Russian language. Let me turn my volume down here. Let's get into this.
Yes, my husband is in Ukraine because he can't leave his country. And my parents also had to stay there because they're old and they have no possibility to travel. And I tried to go somewhere to earn money to help my family. Because now economy of Ukraine is also ruined. People are devastated. They lost their homes. They lost everything they had. They lost relatives. They became refugees.
There you have it, more mayhem in relation to the war between Russia and the Ukraine. How are you doing today? Where are you hailing from? My name is Joel Bennett. This show is called One Step. Hoping you all are having a pretty decent Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning. Let's get into some more reports here in relation to what is happening in Jamaica and the rest of the world. Let's get into this. Okay, so this is more international news. Let's get into some more stuff here outside of beautiful Jamaica. Let's find out what's happening in the rest of the world. What do we have here? 41 workers in India stuck in tunnel for an 8D. Let's see what happened here. Let's see what happened here. Look down, India. Officials trying to reach 41 workers who have been trapped in a collapsed tunnel in northern India for 8 days. We're contemplating alternative rescue plans Sunday after snags with a drilling machine caused them to halt the digging. A new drilling machine arrived at the accident site in, I'm going to butcher this word, Hook Rock Hand. No, I have that wrong. Stated on Saturday to replace one that was damaged while breaking through the rocks and debris. There had been pipes workers could crawl to their freedom. Authorities have so far drilled 24 meters, 79 feet through rubbles and debris, but it would require up to 60 meters or 197 feet to allow the workers to escape, said Devendra Patwal, a disaster management official. Officials on Sunday were considering new angles for extracting the workers. Deepak Kar, a government spokesperson, said this includes possibly using the new machine to drill from the top of the hill under which the workers have been trapped inside the collapsed tunnel. Earlier coverage, a landslide Sunday caused a portion of the 4.5 kilometers, 2.7 miles tunnel to collapse above 200 meters or 500 feet from the entrance. It is a hilly tract of land prone to landslide and subsidence. India's rescuers started drilling to reach 40 workers trapped in a collapsed tunnel since the weekend, so they're still drilling. The method now being considered would be more time consuming, taking an additional 4 or 5 days, added Carr. Earlier rescue efforts hit a snag when a loud cracking sound was heard within the tunnel, startling those overseeing the operation who paused the drilling and found part of the machine damaged, said Tarum Kumar Badia, director of the National Highway and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited. The site is in Hokranhan, a mountainous state dotted with Hindu temples that attract many pilgrims and tourists. Highway and building construction has been constant to accommodate the influx. The tunnel is part of the busy Chatham All-Weather Road, a flagship federal project connecting various Hindu pilgrims sites. About 200 disaster relief personnel have been at the site using drilling equipment and excavators in the rescue operation, with the plan being to push 80 centimeters wide, 2.6 foot wide steel pipes through an opening to excavate debris. Anshus Manish Kaho, director at NHIDCL, said after they paused the drilling on Saturday, experts became concerned that the drilling machine's high-intensity vibration could cause more debris to fall and hinder efforts. The machine has a drilling capacity of up to 5 meters, 16 feet per hour, and is equipped with a 99 centimeter, 3.2 foot diameter pipe to clear debris. Calco said drilling vertically from the top of the hill could also cause additional debris, but that they would opt for a specific technique designed for drilling through overburdened soil conditions, where unstable ground makes traditional method more difficult. This method, experts hope, would lead to less debris falling. One challenge, however, is that drilling from top means they would need to dig 103 meters, 338 feet to reach the trap workers, nearly double than if they carried a digging from front. Authorities were also contemplating drilling from the side at and the end of the tunnel. Kobe said Venel Singh, an official at the control room, said they had also extended the pipe installed inside the tunnel through which the trapped workers were receiving food like nuts, roasted chickpeas, popcorn, and other essential items. At least they've gotten access to the people and they're being fed and kept alive. Oxygen supply is being administered through a separate pipe. Oh, so it's just a matter of them getting to them, the trapped individual. That's good news right there. I thought they were just, failing and still not having access, but they can pass food and air and keep whoever is trapped alive. So it's just a matter of getting to those individuals without the rest of the tunnel collapsing on them. Doctors, officials, and relatives were in constant touch with the workers, said Patwall, the disaster management official. He said 2 doctors at the disaster site were ensuring the workers' physical and mental well-being, and that they have supplied them with vitamins, tablets to treat anxiety, which is good. But as the rescue operation stretches into the 8th day, families of those angry. So that's totally understandable. I will be keeping this news in the loop to find out what the end result is, but it's looking hopeful. I'm gonna say that. How are you doing today? My name is Joel Bennett. Welcome to the show called One Step. This is One Step's new. Jamaica has been hit by lots and lots and lots of rain. And so this is now the story of the aftermath as the rain have ceased somewhat. Let's just say somewhat. Let's just say somewhat. Or let's just watch this video and me not rant on this one. Let's just watch what the aftermath is and what's happening in Jamaica how after the heavy rainfall.
We have had significant landslides right across the Mavis Bank Division and the Gordontown Division, to a lesser extent in the Kintyre, and flooding in the Bull Bay Division. As you can see, the sign behind us is in Overreach. It is impassable, and going across from Mavis Bank Square into Mount Charles and the areas of Robertsfield, Davidshill, those areas are impassable as well. If you observe, looking at the types of landslides we have seen, they are much larger, more than we have ever seen before.
We would have mobilized heavy equipment. We need more though to treat with generally. We give the commitment that we are going to be here and we are not going to be coming out of the area until every single landslide, every boulder that is there impacting the movement of persons, that it is addressed.
We have been able at least to have equipment start the process of cleaning in some spaces a half of the road, and appreciate the volume and the magnitude of the landslide. It's like we have never seen before. So please be patient as we get all hands on deck, all the agencies involved, the Ministry of Local Government, the ministry that covers the National Work Agency, Office of the Prime Minister, and Medijec, all are on board and ready to have our constituency back to normal in the shortest
That is the weather is concerned in Jamaica. No, I'm not sure how many of you know what the rural parts of Jamaica is like, but a lot of people live close to the hills, and when we have these huge rain downpour, you have all this landslide that can hinder the road activities where motorists are concerned. And so when we get these heavy downpour, we have lots of landslide, and then the government have to get busy with cleaning up, clearing the roads, and just getting back to regular normalcy where the thoroughfares of the rural parts of Jamaica is concerned. The show is called One Step. This is One Steps News. My name is Joel Bennett. Let's get into some more stuff here.